Hello guys, today we'll be talking about one YouTuber, the channel Eryizo. I'm not going to say anything bad about all of his other videos. There's this one video he made. Top reasons why everybody should get Pokemon Let's Go. The PokeTuber sales are at it again, telling you should buy this garbage that is basically Pokemon Go for the Switch. I cannot believe people actually believe that this guy is right. Pokemon Let's Go is easily gonna be the worst Pokemon game ever in Pokemon history, and he's now literally saying to his 308k followers that that you need to get Pokemon Let's Go. People need to get it. People need to buy it. People need to get the game. Well, I bet Nintendo probably paid him to do this. Nobody asked for Pokemon Let's Go. Nobody wanted this. People wanting open world games. People don't want this casual garbage. And maybe if this game flops, maybe people would actually get an actual real Pokemon game people have been wanting. And he's basically saying that the first reason he makes is that it's on the Switch. So if is Boom on the Night Sky a good game because it's on the Switch? Let's use another game. Assassin's Creed Unity, one of the worst games with the Xbox One when it launched. Is that considered a good game because it's on the PS4? No. Making the game an HD Pokemon, it doesn't matter. The graphics, yes, I'm going to admit for the first time, does not matter. The gameplay does. And that's ruining Pokemon's gameplay. Okay? Pokemon is supposed to be, they're ruining the core, and of course he's saying that it's supposed to be different and stuff, but the gameplay what people have been used to is basically being smeared. It's like making Call of Duty, and instead of people shooting each other, you're now throwing rocks at each other for no reason. That's basically what Pokemon Let's Go is. The next thing he praised was the fact that nostalgia. Yes, the same thing that Gen Runners say all the time. Gen Runners. Nostalgia? Really? That's playing the trick for every single Disney film is gonna be great. That's what Disney especially does. Nintendo does it minute at minute, especially with Pokemon. But Disney kind of will really exploit nostalgia. And number 3, he's really playing Pokemon Go integration. He's ignoring returning features since they're not new, and that's not a real reason to buy a game. It's not. What new features are there? Because you have like mini games people have been asking for since Pokemon. I just like how those dumb people who say the best part about Pokemon Stadium is the mini games. No, it isn't. It's better in Pokemon. Get right, 90s kids. Oh, but it's part of my childhood world. You have a few new mini games and Pokemon Go integration. There's not many new features that he's saying it is. Number 2. He would like to see in other games, but do we really want every other Pokemon region to be smeared by Pokemon Let's Go? Do we really want every single game, Pokemon generation, to be smeared by Pokemon Go and Pokemon Let's Go and Meltan and Melmetal? No, we don't. And then number 5. Here's the last thing. We don't know much about the story. Okay, we don't know much about the game. Well, if all he wants to show is you paint Pikachu and it gives him a different haircut, then what is there to talk about? That's all they're freaking concerned about. It's the same game as Pokemon Red, Blue, and Yellow, and Fire Red and Leaf Green, but it's on the Switch now. That's really what it is. That's why they're not telling you much. Not because, oh, it could be some amazing game. No. It's because it's because there's nothing really to talk about this game, okay? There's nothing really to talk about. Nothing. And here's all the new features to talk about. Co-op. Oh my god, here we go again. The one thing that Pokemon Let's Go, people who put YouTuber sales for Pokemon Let's Go, like Felicify, Eryizo, and most of these big PokeTubers, is just the fact that they will defend this game because it has co-op in it. There had been Pokemon games that have featured co-op in it before, but of course we ignore all those games. It's the first main series game with co-op in it. The first main series gameplay has a storyline in co-op. What about all these spin-offs? No, those do not count because they're spin-offs. This is just another deceptive sale video from PokeTuber Mania. Likely, it was advertised by Pokemon itself. I'm just sick of hearing all these PokeTubers literally go out and defend Pokemon Let's Go, and that's the reason why. And if you got the comments for the video, oh, this is gonna burn for you. That would no thanks. I'd rather play Smash Ultimate with a span full of content. This is by Eryizo, rather than the rehashed remade game that's stripped of all of its core elements. Yeah, I agree with you. Why everybody does not need to buy Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee. Less content but at higher price. Well, it seems to be a boring sort of post game. Only 151 Pokemon plus Meltan Melmetal. Can't 100% complete the game without overplaying successfully. No held items, speed, or no abilities. Most likely very short. The risk of Gen 4 remakes being more like these games, and the risk of less traditional games, and no Pokemon Bank compatibility, forced motion controls, even in handheld mode, and having to catch Pokemon to grind. And of course, the last part is the risk of all Pokemon games being like this. The risk of all Pokemon games being turned into like this. And having to catch either Dungeons or Pities, or he says that you don't have to battle Pokemon to catch them. But in order to level them up, you still have to catch Dungeons or Pities and other wild Pokemon to level up your Pokemon. He didn't mention that, because of course we can't mention that. And of course he plays, this great customization in Pokemon Let's Go. Yeah, you can get Pikachu different haircuts and Eevee different haircuts by paying them. And yes, nobody will care. People just want to play the game, but no. They're too worried about saying, you can get Pikachu and Eevee haircuts, but we can't talk about the story whatsoever, or anything about the story, because that's less important than giving Pikachu and Eevee haircuts. Okay, so Pokemon Let's Go. If you want to subscribe and follow it, and of course do all that, so you can see when Pokemon Let's Go comes out, and to see if I get proven right or wrong about this game. Pokemon Let's Go seems to be going in the wrong direction of a Pokemon. Star Wars went in that direction, now Pokemon will. And it'll only be a matter of time before Pokemon is a dead brand. And you can thank PokeTubers, Nintendo themselves, and Meltan Melmetal for this.